I remember when I was a kid, my dad used to give me money so I could buy lunch and things at school. But instead of spending the money at school, I would just save the money so me and my friends could go to these places called the internet cafes, rent a PC and play video games together. We would wait until the school was finished so that we could go to these places and play video games. It wasn't hot, it wasn't cold. The weather was so nice. The breeze would just hit your face when you were running to go to this place. And it was just amazing. And the feeling is still stuck with me. The feeling of spring's nostalgia. Spring's nostalgia. The feeling of spring's nostalgia. Spring's nostalgia. The story that I just told you is basically the reason that this time of the year is so specific and special for me. It reminds me of the time when I was a kid and all my problems were just summarized in one thing. Can I beat the game with my friends? I had no other thoughts, I had no other emotions, just pure happiness. The feelings, the taste, and everything at this time of the year, this specific season, reminds me of that time. Because that time, for me, is very special. And I can feel it with all the bones in my body. The fact that whenever I breathe and whenever the breeze of the spring hits my face, it just makes me feel like I am back to that time. And I'm waiting for my friends to just call home, tell my mom that, is he there so that we can go out with him? And I would just take the phone, be like, yo, let's go. And we would just go and play video games non-stop for hours without noticing the time passing. The feeling that this gives me is very specific and very beautiful. But what about now? The moment of reality and the most brutal question that I ask myself. Because nowadays, I don't see the world as beautiful as it was when I was a kid. The fact that all of us had the same feeling when we were kids, and now we are all stuck in this world where we have to work, we have to worry about time passing, and the fact that maybe some of us are not even progressing in life the way that we want to. The fact that whatever we do and wherever we are trying to run, it's like we're not reaching it. Sometimes I ask this question to myself. Is the feeling still beautiful? Are our friendships really as beautiful as they were? And is life still beautiful as it was before? If I want to be honest with you, no, life is not as beautiful as it was back then. But you cannot run around in the circle of despair, hoping that one day you'll die. The fact that you can still remember those memories, the fact that you can still taste, smell, and feel that feeling that you had when you were 13, 14 is still priceless. The fact that this nostalgic feeling hits you sometimes at a specific time of the year is still priceless. If those friends that you had back then are still your friends, you're a winner because they are still with you at these tough times. And you can still move forward together. And maybe, for one day, you can feel the same as you could feel back in the days. And even if it is for one day, that still can be the best day of your life. That's why I call spring my nostalgic season. What is your nostalgic season? Thank you.